Hello. We are going to be talking about commissions, royalties, and piecework pay. So there's a lot of different things going on. So I wanted to first discuss with you guys. So commission, these are our four key terms for this vocab. So commission is a method of payment where an employee receives a percentage of the amount of sales produced by the employer or employee. A royalty, you'll hear like people get royalties. This is where money that employees or others receive based on their actual sales. And then a piece worker, this is a type of worker who is paid for each item the employee produced. And then the piecework rate that piece worker gets paid is the set amount of money that a worker receives for each item the individual was produced. So we're going to go through and actually look at a few different examples in this. And so our first example that we are going to do is talking about Adriana, who wrote a textbook for high school students. She receives a 10% royalty based on the total sales of the book, and the book sells for $47.95, and then $17,000 copies were sold last year. So how much did Adriana receive in royalty payments for last year? So I'm okay with you guys just like getting the important information out of this, but making sure that like she's sold textbooks for the high school. She receives a 10% royalty based on the total sale of her book. Each book is $47.95, and she sold 17,000 copies. Make sure you write the actual question. How much did Adriana receive in royalty payments for last year? So our first thing we're going to do is determine the total amount of sales from the 17,000 books. So in order to do that, we need to multiply the 17,000 books that she sold by the amount of books that they are, or the price of the book is $47.95. So we get 815,150. That's the total amount of sales that she actually earned that for those amount of books, the 17,000 copies. So she earned $815,150. Okay. So then we also have to multiply the total sales by that commission rate expressed as a decimal. Make sure it's always as a decimal. So that royalty is move that percent sign 2 spaces to the left, which you get 0.110. We are going to multiply it by the total amount of sales, and we get 81,515. So this is how much she actually received for her royalty check that she was able to obtain last year. Our second example, again, we can write out the important information. I'm just going to go through and actually read out the whole thing. So Marisol sells cosmetics part-time from door to door. Okay. She is paid a monthly commission. Nice to know, monthly commission. She receives 11% of her first $900 in sales, and then she gets 17% off the balance of her sales after that. So last month she sold $1,250 worth of cosmetics. So we want to see how much commission she actually did earn last month. So our important information there is that she receives 11% off of her first $900 of sales. Then she received 17% after that, and her last month she actually sold $1,250. So we are now going to figure out how much her commission was that she sold last month. So we're going to take the $900 and we're going to multiply it by the 11% first to see how much money she made off of that $900. So she makes $99 off of the first commission based off the $900. Make sure you're writing these complete sentences because you guys will be able to then describe what all these solutions actually mean. Then we need to subtract the $900 from her amount that she actually sold last month of the $1,250. Once you do that, it equals $350. So now we're going to then multiply the balance left over, which was $350. We're going to multiply it by that 0.7 just so we can make sure how much actual she made with that 17% of the purchase, the amount she sold after the $900. So she got an extra $59.50 with that 17%. And again, that's the sales over $900. So we're going to add that to see how much she actually got for all those percentages. And she actually made $158.58 off of her commission. So she got paid as well as she also made commission for selling those the beauty products. Okay, so then now our next example, Maricruz works in a dress factory that pays dresses for that makes dresses for designers, boutiques. So you guys might see this like on some of the shows you guys watch where they make like specific wedding dresses and they're selling per item. That's what this is kind of talking about. So she paid a piecework. She's a piecework rate. If you're getting paid per product, this is called a piecework rate, and they're getting paid $85 per unit per piece. So yesterday she made 3 dresses. So we want to know how much she actually earned. We're just going to multiply 3 times 85. That's how much product she sold. She made 3 dresses. She gets $85 per dress. It's $255 that she earned. Okay, pretty easy on that one. And then our last example, so Mr. Shea picks strawberries and gets paid at a piecework rate of 45 cents per container for the first 200 containers picked. So this is how farmers could be getting paid. I don't know if they do it this way or not, but this is just an example of where you would see this piecework rate actually applying. So Mr. Shea receives 65 cents per container for every container over $200 that he picks. So last week, Mr. Shea picked 270 containers. So how much did he actually earn? This is where jobs actually use like incentives, you guys, that they want you to work harder, so they're going to pay you for over the job that you do. So for the first 200 that he picked, he received 45 cents. So he got his $90 for that. The 270, we're going to subtract 200 from it because we want to know that he got 70. He picked an extra 70 containers. And for those extra 70 containers, he gets his 65 cents. So he made an extra $45.50 for picking the 70 more containers of strawberries. So now we're going to add that 90 total, the 90 total right here. And then we are going to, so if you see, and the 90 plus 45, he made $135.50 for, in total, picking 270 containers of strawberries. So that Mr. Shea earned $135.50 in piecework pay last week. All right, if I went too fast, go ahead and slow down, you guys, and then just go through, make sure you guys have the right values, rewind, make sure you're listening to me, and then your homework is going to be page 307, numbers 2, 3, 4, and 6, and I will see you in class to help you on those. All right, you guys have a good day.